Hello and welcome to Access Paranormal. My name's Jamie Williams. Joining me in the studio as usual is my co-host Jonathan Sullivan.
Hello, Jamie.
And also our other co-host when he gets here, Lee Arnold.
Hello, Jamie.
What a great night we've got tonight. We have got Warwick Paranormal Research Team Group in Mill Street here.
Yeah.
And joining us up in the studio in a little bit, we'll have Carl Snee and Millie Legg.
Yeah.
They're going to be joining us to do a little bit of an interview. Well, about an hour or so, won't it? Because they're really good. And we had a good chat with them earlier on. We thought they're really interesting. Them.
I know, yeah.
And when you listen to the interview, because I'm going to cheat, we have recorded it.
We have.
And it's interesting how they all got together as a group.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, so we won't say any more about that.
Mm.
Well, before we go to them, we've only got about 2-3 minutes. And sorry, what I've got to say as well is, once we go into the interview, we'll go straight in to the little bit of an investigation they were doing when they were doing sensory deprivation. So what'll happen is it'll just fade from the interview straight across to there, because it's a cracking night with them. Yeah, so we just thought we'll let it run. Yeah, let it run. You don't want to hear us too much. So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And we've got to ask, John, have you watched anything on YouTube?
Well, unfortunately, I haven't.
Yeah, and what's your excuse
I was away,
this time?
wasn't I? I was away.
Yeah, we were away the last time
and
as well.
I never had internet.
So it's just me and Lee who actually does anything in this thing.
Yeah,
I
looks like
thought
it
so.
this week, yeah.
What can I say, Lee? What did you watch?
The Paranormies.
Yeah, that was good, that video, wasn't it?
It's brilliant.
If you haven't seen it, get onto YouTube, joining the Paranormy stuff. Really, really good.
Yeah.
Jonathan, you missed out because you went on holiday. It's your fault. Shouldn't have gone.
I'll have a catch up tomorrow.
Yeah, highly recommend it. What happens in that is really, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, yeah,
Sounds
join
good.
in and watch that one.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we've got a lot coming up because we're coming up to the Christmas period now, aren't we?
Yeah, and we've got Christmas specials, isn't it?
We certainly have. The Christmas special is one from the Galleries of Justice.
Yeah.
And that'll be a belter, that one.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
So, yeah, that's another one to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
We've also got some more stuff coming up in the new year, what we've been sorting out.
Yeah.
So we're ahead of ourselves.
I know we are, aren't we?
For now.
Just for now.
Yeah.
Well, you can't expect us to be in these studios on like Christmas Day recording the Sunday one, can you?
No, definitely not.
You know me, I would.
Well, yeah, we know you. Yeah.
I'm looking at the calendar
thinking,
no, I think I'd be killed.
I know, yeah, you would.
I think a certain person known as Marie would literally kill me on the spot.
She'd be carving you on the table.
I know, yeah.
Turkey.
Yeah. But do you know what? I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We've had some great fun. Sounds like we're finishing, doesn't it? But we're not. We're only just starting.
I was going to say, what are you talking about?
I know. We've had some great fun. I mean, what, last week? Who was on last week? Was it Flint? Flint Paranormal, they were on last week.
That was the week before, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where I am. I'm lost with it.
West Yorkshire last
week. Was it West Yorkshire last week? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get there, you know. I should write notes on the piece of paper, shouldn't I? So I know where I'm up to.
You should do. Yeah.
When I'm doing the interviews, I'm taking notes. I should do it when I'm doing the show, so I remember where I'm up to.
You should do.
Oh, but it's called dementia.
I know. Well, we know that, don't we?
Absolutely nothing.
You never do. It's always me and Jonathan. You come along, you go, yeah, man, yeah. Laid back and everything.
Yeah. Things might change.
To be honest with you, Jonathan, he's usually falling asleep, isn't he?
Yeah.
I know. We've seen it. We got the photographs. Being there, done that, wore the t-shirt.
I think that was all the males tonight, wasn't
it? Yeah. When we were up in the deprivation, we had a little bit of a doze, didn't we? Because it did get to that point where we were like absolutely shattered. I mean, I'll tell you what time it is now. It is 5 to 5 in the morning, and we're still here in the studio doing this editing for this show.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, what we're going to do, we've had a little bit of a quick chat. We're going to hand over the show now to Warwick Paranormal Radio podcast. that's because I was talking to Millie about it, wasn't it? Yeah, we're going to hand over to Warwick Paranormal Research Team. Yeah. And this is the interview we did with both Carl and Millie in the studio not too long ago, really, because obviously we've edited it. So here we go. We're now joined in the studio with Carl Snee and Millie Legg of Warwickshire Paranormal Research Team.
Nice to meet you.
Team, group, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something.
So it was nice to meet you anyway.
You too.
You're here
too.
you're here at Mill Street Barracks doing a paranormal investigation.
We are. We're live with you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much for letting us
Thank
come
you.
and investigate the place. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and we'll be joining you on a little bit of a mini investigation.
You will.
Which will be played a little bit later on in the show.
Perfect.
I know it sounds stupid me saying it'll be a little bit later on. It is pre-recorded. Everybody knows that, so we're fine.
Yeah, no
Okay.
worries. Not a problem. Not a
Yeah,
problem at all.
the one listener we've got is fine with that.
Yeah.
She is, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
It's your wife, isn't it?
Is that because she checks everything before it goes out as well?
Oh yeah.
She's not even got a radio.
So yeah, you're all right. We haven't got any listeners.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fine. No,
That's fine.
Yeah. So
sounds like
anyway,
viewers then, really. To be fair.
Yeah.
back on track because Jonathan always distracts us. You come all the way from Warwickshire,
We have, yeah, Leamington Spa, myself, and then Nuneaton for Millie.
Yeah.
Nuneaton.
Yeah.
Wow.
And off air, we were just talking to you about who you support, and you come all the way from Nuneaton,
Yeah.
and you support a team from 30 miles up the road.
Yeah.
No name mentioned. We just call them 5-0, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll just call them 5-0 because I'm a Liverpool fan. So work it out from that.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Easy.
Yeah. So Carl, it's your team, is it?
Well, we're all a team. It was the family team. So it was founded by myself and my mum, who's downstairs. So the generations of it is there's me, and there's me two sons, Lewis and Liam, and my mother, Sue, and then Lewis's girlfriend, Millie. And also my sister Kirsty. So that basically makes up the team. We're a family unit, and that's how it started.
So everyone in this building now with you is your family.
It's either
Yeah.
family or partners of sons and sisters. Yeah.
Never heard of that before.
Have you not? No.
No, that is
Really?
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We sort of we don't take anyone else with us really. We do it all for ourselves. Sounds quite selfish, doesn't it? All for ourselves, but no.
Yeah.
As a family unit, we
No.
try and do it.
Yeah.
It's not selfish. I think that's brilliant. I've never heard that before.
Thank you very much.
No,
Never.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We started going on them all together, and then we thought, you know what, we'll do it for ourselves because we're spending the money on it. We might as well do it, spend the money on investigative buildings on our own because we're going to be
Yeah.
spending
Yeah.
the same amount of money we are with other people
Yeah.
where we couldn't
Yeah.
do it ourselves. So when we know no one's going to fake anything with us, no one's going to make any noises, cough,
That's
or anything
right,
like
yeah.
that. So yeah, and that's just
Yeah.
where we've been. So yeah, it's been quite good.
So everyone down there is a Snee.
No, no, they're Webbs.
Web
So
sneeze.
my mum's married to my stepdad, so she's a Webb, and then my two boys are Snee, obviously.
So Webb, Snee, Legg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
so.
it's all over the place. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's
Wow. Yeah.
3
All
Snees,
parts of the
2
body.
Webbs, and a leg. So,
So it's all right. Like I said before, he's only pulling your leg.
Yeah.
So now I can't believe you're one big family.
yeah.
Yeah.
just
How
family.
did that happen? How did you end up as a team, as a family team?
To be honest, it was probably around about 2016. I went on my first official ghost hunt. I'd been into the paranormal since as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 2016, my mum booked a paranormal investigation with another company to go to Newsham Park
Right.
Hospital,
Yeah.
and it was fantastic. And ever since then, we were hooked. So then we went on a few more. Just it was myself, my mum, and my sister, my stepdad. But then he drifted off because he's not really interested too much in it. So as a threesome, we'd be going. The two boys were too young because you got to be 18 to go on certain events and things like that.
Yeah.
So it sort of grew from there, really. And then once the lads started turning 18, we just sort of sat down. Obviously, Millie then turned 18. We sat down and said, you know what? We're spending a lot of money doing it with other people. We could investigate these buildings on our own by paying exactly the same amount of money that we're paying out. So
Yeah.
let's just do it. So everyone was in agreement. You know, we could all do it. We all spend the time researching places and looking at places like yourselves where we can come and emailing and we sort of built it like that, really. But it
So
took
that's
time. It took some time
yeah.
to get to where we are with especially with COVID last year, because we were going to start
Yeah,
last year
yeah.
and then that knocked everything on the head. So I mean, I was emailing you to come here.
Yeah.
We were going to try and do it last year, but obviously with things closed we couldn't do it, so we put it all back a year. And then this
Yeah.
year now we've got one investigation which we do once a month, booked in a different venue up until next September, October I think it is. So
Yeah.
Superb.
Worth it though.
yeah, all over the place as well, from
Yeah.
down in Dorset all the way up to Pontefract. So
You
yeah,
can't get away from your family whatsoever.
I know.
can you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
You can't even talk behind the back or anything because
No.
Yeah, they always hear it on the
They're right
walkie-talkie when you do it. That's the problem.
Yeah. I heard you before.
I know. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Well, I know when you were talking about the walkie-talkie then, we did hear a woman's voice, and I think it was you what called me up and said, did you just hear it?
Yeah, I was downstairs. We were trying to set the camera up for the thing we've got going on downstairs, the investigation we're going on downstairs, and it was a crackly voice going through. And I thought nothing of it the first time, because I thought it might be one of the girls that spoke. And then it came through again quite stronger. So then I just asked you if you'd heard anything. You were like, yeah, it came through as a female.
Yeah,
so I went around the group and asked if anyone had asked, and then no one had said anything through the walkie-talkie. But so again, yes, that was pretty much just as we were setting up. So that was really good.
Yeah, because I heard it quite clearly on
Yeah,
this.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, the REM pod went off as well, didn't it? The REM pod. That
At
was
the
going
same time?
off. Yeah.
That was
not
going
at the
off.
same time, that was
going off
earlier.
quite a lot, to be fair,
Yeah,
before.
but that went off as well.
Yeah, we've had motion sensors go off in the basement, in the cellar.
Yeah, that as well.
Different things down there as well. So yeah, so far so good, really.
Yeah. So you started in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had some investigations before lockdown.
Yeah.
And then you were totally.
We just put it all on hold, really. We were due to start. I think it was. I want to say around about the February or no, just after March, actually 2020.
Yeah, it was then.
And then he announced a lockdown. So we built this list of places we were going to get in contact with, an email, and see if we can get in, do some investigation. We didn't even know how we go about that to start with. It was just a case of just sending off some emails to get places like yourself and just seeing if anyone came back to us, because we thought, in all honesty, nobody would ever get back to us, because we're just starting, nobody knows who we are. All the big companies get into these places and they all bring people along with them, which we don't do. And then we started getting one person get back to me, then another, and then all of a sudden it was like 5 or 6 a day was coming back, and it was like, Jesus Christ, there's not enough months in the year
to reply to them.
to try and book them all in. So what we said was, we'll just try and do one a month, and try and just book the calendar out, which we've sort of done. Obviously we've got a break over Christmas and then to the end of January, but we're pretty stacked out, really.
What's a break?
Well,
Can I ask them, at all these locations, are any of them expensive?
Some more than others.
I mean the most expensive one we've done is probably, so far, was Smethwick Baths, which was about 600 quid. And that was from 8 till 3.
We have looked into other ones, but they've been like too expensive for
there was
moment,
one
possible future, but at the moment
Newsham Park.
The Newsham we haven't asked, because we've been there twice now, you see, just with other companies, so we thought we wouldn't bother doing that one. We've done that one enough. There was another place where I emailed and they got back to me quite fast, but it was 1,500 quid for like 6 hours.
Like,
isn't that one Newsham Church around there?
Yeah.
Well, this was a prison down south. I don't know, I'm not going to name the place because I don't think
we talked about this before, about groups getting together and saying, like, us coming up to Warwickshire and saying, do you fancy doing an investigation with us? And saying, this is the way to go because we can get places. I mean, some of the groups are going, we'd love that, because they're trying to get into the same places as us. They're just too expensive, and I understand the prices, because there's the upkeep of the building. Same with here. I mean, I was showing you around and you can see where we're doing the work.
Definitely.
And it's the likes of yourselves coming here that are keeping this away. Open.
Keeping it running. We love doing it. So the ghosts do that, don't they? Surely.
I don't know. Have you seen them asleep in here? Go on to Access Paranormal Radio Podcast's Facebook page, and you'll see pictures of these two asleep anyway.
Brilliant.
Rest in case. So I've got to say to Millie, you seem to be the youngest one of the lot.
I'm actually not. No. I am the third youngest. I'm older than Lewis and Liam. Liam's the youngest.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I'm...
Just threw a compliment there, didn't I? Without even thinking about it. I've got a best friend now. I'm trying to be nice to her, because I know she's going to ask me some questions after.
She's going to probably ask you, like, put a little police note.
She's going to... Do you know what's going to happen now? She's going to go home and go, we're doing a podcast.
I know. We've already been looking at microphones and amplifiers and stuff. So
we're doing a podcast. If he can do it up there, and I answered the question, I was professional. That's what she's going to say.
I thought she did it, but the question she asked you earlier, I thought, she really put you on the spot, to be fair. But
straight away, I said, are you doing a podcast? Because you did come across really good.
Thanks.
Yeah. So tell us what podcast it is, and we'll listen to it.
I don't know yet. I've not got a name for it yet.
Warwickshire Paranormal Radio
Podcast.
Podcast.
It'll have to be WPRG,
That'd be the start, wouldn't it? You have the name, but
Well, you could, because what you could do is when you come to locations, just do a little bit of a walkabout with you, record and say, I'm now in Mill Street Barracks. This is the cellar, blah blah blah. And do an introduction.
We do that with a live on Facebook. So we'll always walk before we do any investigating. We always walk around the whole building with a live, just on a phone, and just do that on Facebook straight away, so that people can see where we are.
Just to introduce
with the lights on,
and
then not just know where we are with the lights off is quite good. But
you know what, Carl?
Go on.
We've got the faces for radio.
This is true.
You've got the faces for Facebook. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the difference.
I leave it to the young ones for Facebook. Lewis does that.
Lewis does that.
Yeah,
You've not got a mirror. So going back to the paranormal before we insult Jonathan, because we don't mind you insulting him.
That's fine. I think you're doing that enough for you.
Locations you've been to before you came here. What other locations have you done? Should they ask?
Yeah, you go for that one if you want, because you know the whole list.
Do I?
You don't.
We've been to Shrewsbury Prison.
Yeah.
Shepton Mallet. the tunnels. What were they? Drakelow Tunnels.
Have you been there?
Yeah, we've been there.
Newsham Park Hospital.
Yeah.
Great one, that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's great, but it's massive.
Yeah. The two we've done.
Do you want to add any more?
St John's Museum in Warwick.
St John's. Yeah, we did that, didn't we?
And Smethwick Baths.
Oh yes.
Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one. That one was very echoey. I remember that one.
And then we had obviously the year off with over 2020, 2021. We had that year off, but going back to 2016, 17, I can't remember. There's been loads. It's up this way.
There's been quite a lot.
There's been a few. I can't really remember them all. But
and in Warwickshire itself,
I
mean, obviously we've not been to Warwickshire.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of because you don't hear? I mean, when you said Warwickshire Paranormal, they not here. No offence, but I've not heard you before. Yeah. But you're quite a distance away for us. Are there a lot of groups around our area, or are you the
there is a few groups around the area. There's a couple of groups actually in Nuneaton. They've got in touch with us recently, asked if we wanted to sort of join up and do some investigation with them together. So we're sort of talking with them around about that. They do more event side of things, which we don't do events. So we're just going to try and work out how we do that with them. They seem like a good bunch of people to get involved with. So we're going to have a look at that and investigate that. But then Warwickshire is quite known for its paranormal activity. You've got obviously Stratford, you've got your haunted locations there. Like we just in Tudor World actually last
it's
month.
Historical, isn't it?
Warwick itself has got a few. Leamington's got a few places. Guy's Cliff, St John's is there. There's a couple of places in Warwick town centre that are meant to be rumoured to be haunted. So there's a few around the area. I mean, we've struggled in our area, actually Warwickshire, to get into locations. We've had no issue travelling and getting into places because they've been more welcoming, but in the area we sort of get stonewalled a little bit. And
no's.
We don't even get no's. You just through the emails or phone calls, you just don't get any reply sometimes.
Just don't get response.
Don't they actually do paranormal investigations in them locations?
A couple of places have come back and said, we have a big group going, and that it's solely them, which is fine. If they've got the rights to that, then that's great.
But there's I mean, we've had groups trying to come in here and block book it to for themselves, and we've stopped that because what we've said is, you can have it 2-3 times in a year, but other groups have got to come in. It's not fair, in my opinion. This is that you go and block book a place, or you take control of that place. Nobody else can do it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think the thing is with us as well, because obviously we're so new. The places don't really know that there's only 6 of us.
And then they're shocked when they're like, "Oh, is this all of you? Is this? There's no one else coming?" And we're like,
you said
"No, it's just us."
Well, we did Tudor World 2 weeks ago. Did Tudor World 2 weeks ago, and he's left the door open. He was going, "I'll just wait for all your guests to turn up." We were like, "Well, no, this is it.
It's just us."
We were just bringing our equipment in, and then we're done. He was like, "Oh, really?" So I thought you'd booked it for 30 people. No, there's only 6. I checked the booking form, says 6. He was like, okay, fair enough. No, he said we're not used to that sort of thing. But we just find it. We're not. It's not that we don't want to take people with us, but we find we get a bit more activity as well when there's less people. Like when it's just us 6. We find it much more like it's more intimate, isn't it?
We get a lot more activity, and like you said, we can trust each other a lot more if we do like weeding or table tipping or something. We know we're not tipping it or moving it or whatever. It's just us, and we trust each other, so it's good.
So what? I know how you got into the paranormal. What got you into the paranormal? And don't say your boyfriend, because I'll just kill you.
No, it's not. So since I've been little, I've lived in the house I'm currently in now, and my house is haunted. I live in my house, so I've always had paranormal experiences in my house because there's definitely stuff there.
We're waiting for Dad to go out one night so we can go around and do it on the slide. He didn't want us to do it, but
we'll book it as well.
That's fine. We'll get a night in.
So that's always interested me. When I was little, like when things happened, I'd just be like, wait, how did that happen? And then I'd question myself, like, is it just my head because I'm like little? Am I just like, am I just overthinking things or something? But then as I got older, more things started to happen, and they still happen now because I work from home. I'll like hear things walking across my landing, and things will get knocked and everything. Cupboards will open and stuff like that. So
and you're on your own when these happen.
Yeah.
And how do you feel?
Considering it's my home and you're meant to feel safe, I don't feel very safe. So it's I feel a little bit uncomfortable, you know, because it's in my own home sort of thing. But I'm kind of used to it now because it's been happening since I was little. So I just let it happen, and I do sometimes speak, but I'd never get a response. So
is it ever threatening?
Huh?
Do you ever feel threatened?
No, I feel like I'm constantly being watched, but I don't feel like it's nasty, if that makes sense. Like I don't feel like, you know, it's an evil thing. It could just be someone that's been there for ages, because my house is very old. It's been there for over 100 years. It's a very old place.
It's a new build for Jonathan.
Yeah, it's been there for a very long time. So yeah, that's always interested me. And then as I got older and older and older, and then obviously when I got with Lewis, his family started going
when
on.
you're getting older and older and older, you're young.
Well, as I got, you know, to my years of
Prime.
Old teenager,
okay.
When I got with Lewis, and his family started going on, like, you know, paranormal investigations and things, like I got asked if I wanted to go, and it interested me straight away, because obviously I've always wondered about it all. So yeah, that's just because of personal experience, I guess.
And what was it like going on your very first investigation? Were you nervous, frightened,
I was nervous,
or excited, or all of them?
I was scared, but then I was also excited because I couldn't wait, because obviously if you get some solid, you know, evidence that they are there, you can obviously get that out there, and then everyone else can see it as well. So I was excited, but also scared and nervous at the same time.
What was your first one when you came with us? Was it Shrewsbury?
Yeah.
Who shows this?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
no, you carry on. You
I was trying to remember which one it was, because we
had
the
table
tip in Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
It's on Shrewsbury.
No, we haven't done Shrewsbury. No.
Shrewsbury Prison. Yeah, we did table tipping there, and it was going crazy.
It was only literally just in this whole cell block, and it was pretty much climbing the wall, this table. So yeah.
Yeah, it was going crazy.
Yeah, that was a good session. That
was the first one as well. So I was really happy to get that on my first one. It was really good.
No, the prison we did was Ruthin.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
So we did the Ruthin one, Ruthin jail.
Ruthin jail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It was okay.
It's up that way though, isn't it? It's over that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ruthin jail it was.
Oh, okay.
That must be 5 years ago now, that.
I don't know.
Approximately.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does when you're having fun, yeah.
Well, yeah.
It does, and you notice when you're doing the paranormal stuff, it does fly.
Yeah.
Well, we waited around for, since lockdown to start actually going to our own investigations, doing them for ourselves, and now we're a little 4 in, so it's just like, where have them gone?
Yeah.
We've been looking forward to starting them all, and nervous, and, you know, how are we going to do it for our very first one on our own, and now we're 4 in, and we're, you know, still learning, and
and then the next one comes around, and you're like, oh wait, we've got another one this weekend, and you're like, oh yeah, we have.
I just think we're
so quick.
We're here twice a week, every Friday and every Saturday doing this.
Yeah.
So like the weeks just go bump. We'll do this, and then the next minute we're here again doing another one. Where's that week gone?
And
I think it's because
really quick.
It does, and I think it's because you're looking forward to it and you're enjoying it.
That's it. Yeah, it's definitely that.
Definitely,
it's definitely that. When we look forward just to the travelling as well, different places, because we get to see different cities where we can go and see different places.
So you must get around.
Yeah, it's like today when we came up, we decided to come up and stop in the hotel because we thought we'd get up here early and have some food, and obviously then
get your equipment
sorted.
And
the restaurant was a bit late, and we got here a little bit late, but we've been down to Oxford and had a look around Oxford and doing things like that, and it's good to actually see the different places as well, because there's obviously history there, regardless of the place you're going to investigate. So
that's right.
You know, it's good to know that sort of thing, which is why we always try and research before we go anywhere. We leave that to Sue, because she's good at the researching, so she'll sit on the internet all day and look at different places and areas and find names and all sorts of stuff. So
research all the history.
It's good.
Probably on eBay buying stuff.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Amazon.
What's her name?
Sue.
Sorry, Sue.
That's right.
But yeah, you're right, because we're doing a Christmas special. We went to the Galleries of Justice, and
cool.
I'm just doing that now for the Christmas special. And when we were going on the way there, we stopped at a couple of places, had a quick nose. On the way back, we stopped at an abbey. And when we were in the abbey, we went, it'd be all right for an investigation, wouldn't it? You know, and then we think, it's quite a distance to go just for a few hours. But and I know what you're saying, because you're exploring.
Yeah.
The paranormal, we were talking about the paranormal before we came on here, and something I'll be doing in January.
Yeah.
And we were saying, but when you're in a paranormal group, people just think you're going to these haunted places, but you're not. You go in there, you're visiting, you're getting out.
Yeah, exactly.
The most important thing is you're getting out and doing your friends.
Doing something you enjoy. At the end of the day, that's the way we see it. We go around and we enjoy what we do. We really enjoy it, and we don't really want to stop.
No.
I think at some point you'll probably come to a point where you go, I've bloody done everywhere.
Yeah.
But then you haven't, because there's going to be places you haven't even thought about.
Exactly.
Even the parks and
out and about. Even outdoors. Though if you don't go in the building, there's outdoors, the cemeteries.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a huge one down the road there. And it's great to do things like that. Parks. People don't think about parks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you think of parks, parks are probably historical gardens from a house what used to be there.
Yeah. Well, we've got obviously, local to us, Coventry, we've got the War Memorial Park, obviously due to the bombings in the war, and it's a massive park.
Yeah, do that.
100% do that. We don't know where we stand really with cemeteries. I'm not going to lie, whether we could just walk in and do them out of respect and things like that, whether we should or morally
we've done a few cemeteries now, haven't we?
Yeah.
And as long as you're respectful to we don't name names. If there's a name on the grave, if a name comes up,
that's different.
For example, James.
Yeah.
And you're standing next to a grave and it's got James on it. We say, we're standing next to a grave and it's actually got the name James on it.
Okay.
We shine the torch on it, but we never give the surname.
Right, okay.
Yes.
So that's all we do. We do things like that. We have a walk around and we do EVP. Sorry?
They usually have an older part. Go to the older part rather than the new.
It's just being respectful, isn't it?
Well,
exactly,
There's one round the corner from me in Leamington, which is it's a Commonwealth grave site. So there's a lot of old graves in there, but it is gated. It's very gated. It's gated with someone lives on site. So sort of like, do I climb the fence and do it, or do I just ask for permission with the guy? But they're a strange breed that live in that house, I must admit. So I don't really want to be in there in the graveyard with them anyway at night. But
we always be respectful. I mean, if somebody come along and said, "Can you not do this?" We'd walk away.
Yeah, of course.
Disrespect. But we always go in there with respect anyway. We don't. Try and we've never done it anyway. We always try and be respectful and kind and because if you were a ghost and I come to you, get up here, I want to speak to you, blah blah blah, come here now, we command you to come forward, you'd go on your bike. We'd have said, could you do us a favour, can you come and talk to us, would you mind? You say, okay. Like if I come down to you and said, you get upstairs, I want to do a podcast with you, you'd be going,
you
like
think you are?
I don't think so. He said that, not me. So if you're listening to this, you know who your husband is.
She'll be in bed, don't they?
She won't. She'll be listening to. She'll want to listen to this now to see what you've said about her.
She will, Actually will.
She's nodding down for you. Now we're going to change the roles now with you. You know what, Millie. I nearly called you something. I nearly called you Mandy.
It's been called worse.
You want to throw some questions at me down here. So from now on, this is your show.
Make sure they're good.
So this is Millie Legg on Access. So Jonathan, this is Millie Legg, my co-host on Access Paranormal Radio Podcast. 50 years younger than my proper co-host. Maybe 60 years younger. Who knows?
Okay.
You got to talk. Probably you got to say it the way you. So Jamie, blah 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 blah, and just roll on.
So Jamie, I have a couple of questions here for you. So first of all, we'll start with, what is your take on the paranormal?
In what way?
So, do you believe in it? Are you a non-believer? Are you in the middle? How do you feel about it?
She's good.
She's very good, isn't she?
I'm scared. I believe 100% in the paranormal.
Okay.
Only because of experiences I've had when I was younger.
Yeah.
Which I know you're going to ask me about in a minute.
Yeah.
Because of what's the but I'm always there to try and debunk everything. I believe it's got to be 100% before I go, that's paranormal.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, when I'm listening to something, like when I'm doing a show and we're listening back, and we might hear something on the recording and we'll play it 5 or 6 times and I'll listen to it, Jonathan will listen to it, Lee will listen to it and go, that's, when I'm talking and that comes over me.
Yeah.
Who else was in the room? Nobody was here. That's that's what I believe, and I think that's paranormal. There's not just us on this world. How can we be the only ones that exist?
Yeah.
We can't.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
There's got to be other things. UFO stuff, that goes above my head. But, you know, we can't be the only people on this planet. And if we are, why are we here?
Yeah.
And there's too many people on the planet who talk about the paranormal, that they've seen things. And if you go back years, people have done it for years and years and years, right back to the Victorians. They had the Ouija boards and everything else and things like that. So there's got to be something. Yeah. There has to be something.
There's got to be a purpose.
If you listen to people, and if I say to you about paranormal and you never knew anything, I had an experience. You've had an experience. Everyone you talk to, if you say you're a paranormal investigator, they go, "I've got a story for you." Yeah. So there's got to be something. So
definitely.
I believe it completely.
Okay. Have you ever experienced anything in Milk Street Barracks at all?
Where do we start?
Where do we start? Yes, I'm just trying to think of one. One of my favourite ones, I think, was years ago, and there was only 2 of us in here at the time.
Yeah.
And it was when EVPs were starting out on the old little Panasonics and things like that. Yeah. There are other people out there, other items out there, and we were listening to it. I was talking, I was asking for questions and that. Asking the questions, and I said, "Can you tell me your name?" And when I went home, I listened to it and I heard the name Claire. It just went, "You can hear me," and then you hear, "It's Claire," like that.
Oh wow! Okay.
So I went, "Did I hear that?" So I played it back again. I thought, "Yeah, that says Claire."
Yeah.
So I thought, hold on a minute. I had another EVP. One was on the floor. One was there. Oh, and I had a camera, an old video camera. So I thought, let's have a listen to that one. So I listened to the other one. It's Claire. On both of these recordings, I thought, right, I've got 2 there.
Yeah.
Surely it's going to be on the video camera. Yeah. So I played the video camera, and as soon as you just hear, it's Claire. So 3 different electronic items all had the same recording on it. Yeah. So that was one of my favourite ones of all time, that one.
Okay.
We've had quite a lot of stuff here. Jonathan with me. We've had
hundreds of stuff, isn't
even in this studio. We've had stuff.
In the studio, we've had things happen.
Tombola. You weren't here then, were you? We had a tombola at the far end. You know where I suggested to use near the bell and the flagpole. There's a tombola there, and the arm, when it rests, does it rest? It rests upwards. Up in the air because of the weight or something.
Yeah.
So when we walked in, we were letting a group in and we were talking, and my partner Marie was in. He went, "Dude, look at the tombola," and the tombola was rocking from side to side as if someone was swinging the arm. And as we walked over to it, it stopped. But when it stopped, the arm rolled up back into the top position.
Oh wow!
So obviously we grabbed it and put it down, let it go, and it kept going back to the top.
Wow!
But as we were watching, it was rocking from side to side.
Crazy.
We've had that.
Oh, we've had remember the hand in the boiler room?
Oh, I forgot about that.
No, it was only our group. There was only 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah.
In the boiler room in the cellar, and it was like a hand came through 2 of the girls.
No way.
Yeah.
And then it went, and then it came down from above, and we
all
and
down.
Oh
down
wow!
Oh wow!
We had that, and it was clear hand.
Yeah, it was clear as day.
You couldn't miss it. You really couldn't miss it. The K2, we had the K2 on the table like that. I can't move that in case it's turned off. And the K, we could hear. We had the lights out, didn't we? Could hear.
God, yeah.
Wobbling
like that, and I was going, what's that?
It was really fast.
We were saying, what's that? And going,
just shaking,
really cracking like that.
Wow.
So we put the torch on quickly, didn't he? There's the K2 away from everybody on the desk. Going, as soon as we started looking at it, he went, stopped.
Yeah. It always happens.
So look at me, isn't it? So look at me, I'm here.
Yeah.
So we just had just down in the cellar. We didn't really get a lot in one of the rooms. So as we were leaving, we were all just talking. We'd set a motion sensor up, and they're quite loud. You've got to literally walk straight in front of it. This thing just starts going off. It's like you're not paying any more attention to me now. You know, you're leaving.
We get that
all the time.
Yeah. That's the best thing. And the other one was, where was it? The other cellar. Only about a month or so ago.
Yeah.
And we've all got cat balls.
Yeah.
And there was a chair in there. Now, in the chair, there was a little indentation in the chair. So they must have had something on it, and it's indented onto the chair.
Yeah.
So we put the cat ball into the little indentation, and a kid's toy next to it.
Yeah.
Now, there was four of us?
Yeah, I think there's 4 of us.
We've actually recorded it, and we do 3D audio.
Yeah.
And we were recording on 3D then, and we were going down into the cellar. The next minute, you hear upstairs the kid's toy going off.
No way.
The next minute, you hear boom, 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 boom. And we went, that's the cat ball. So when we went upstairs, the cat ball must have been 4 or 5 foot away from where we put it. There's no one else in the building.
No way it could have felt.
Yeah.
No. We've actually recorded that. And
that's crazy.
I don't know whether you've heard 3D audio.
No.
If you put it on, it sounds like you're in the room. Everything sounds exactly.
Yeah.
If you put the headphones on now, and there was a group in and we record them, if you had the headphones on, you'd think they were out there. It was literally, you feel as if you're there, right? And if you listen to the headphones, when the cat ball goes off, you can hear it as if it's on the top of the stairs. You can actually hear it
clear.
in the distance, so clear, yeah.
Jeez.
It's an experience, a brilliant experience having 3D. When you listen back on the radio, it shows you there's quite a few 3D audios. Yeah. If you've got it, put your headphones on. It's incredible.
Yeah, we're gonna have a listen. We think anything like that, especially when you hear things be like moving across the floor, when you know that there's no physical way.
There's no explanation.
It's a weird feeling that goes over you straight away, isn't it? It's like, oh, hang on, and then wow, that's brilliant. We've got something. We've caught it. We were at Smethwick and we didn't hear it, but we went back over. We set some like we've done down there with the marbles on as a trigger object. We did an investigation in another room and came back, and one of these marbles again had moved 5 or 6 feet off the paper. There's no one in the room, no one had been there, so we didn't catch it on camera or anything like that, but we took pictures. We knew it was there, and then we had a camera set up in what was their morgue room. Chains were moving in the middle of the room, which dangling down, was still, all of a sudden they started swinging. And then on the sensory deprivation we're doing it at the same time, an answer came through, camera off. And as it said that at exactly the same time on this camera in another room, just completely shut down.
Camera just went off.
Yeah, so
and there's no explanation for
we
it.
didn't pick it up until we've reviewed everything. So once we'd done the sensory deprivation, linked it to the camera, it was exactly the same point in time. It just shut down as we were told it was off. Yeah, brilliant, but brilliant. Like things that you want to come through because it just validates what's going on.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
Yeah, it's good.
So I do believe in the paranormal.
Okay. Are you able to tell me your scariest experience?
Working with Jonathan and Lee.
Oh my word.
The scariest.
So
where do we start?
Made you like really bad.
Every morning when he gets up and looks in the mirror.
The most scared. It's got to be. My most recent one is the thing I was telling you about. Dark Territory. Paranormal Group.
Yeah.
I've got to plug them now.
That's right.
They're on Plex TV. If you watch it, go and watch them. They're fantastic. Series 1, Series 2, out of this world. And I was. The table was actually facing the other way in here, and Jonathan wasn't my co-host then, because I only got him when I was desperate. What happened was that night I was doing an interview with Sean Kenner. Brilliant people. If you ever get to meet Dark Territory, they're fantastic. Watch their stuff. Honest to God, they're brilliant. And I said to Carl, I'll ring you up. So anyway, I rang him up and we were doing the interview. I said, right, we'll get started and all this lot. And I was facing that way then. So I'm looking out the window.
Yeah.
And what happened was as I was interviewing him, things started to happen. There was footsteps going across the hallway. I thought it was Debbie, who's our chair lady here. I thought it was her walking across. So I thought, maybe she's coming in.
Yeah.
She wasn't there. The door opened, which hasn't happened for a long time, has it?
No.
And then the whole room went so cold I could see my breath.
No.
I've never. I didn't believe in it. I thought it's just the movies. It's just rubbish. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I will never question that again. Hey?
Didn't the camouflage blow?
Yeah. That happened. Knocking happened. I said to Carl after a little bit. I went, Carl, because I've got a little studio at home. I went, Carl, I'm going to go and record. I want to record this from home. Don't want to be here now. And he went, no, you're a paranormal investigator.
You got to stay.
So I had to eat me words then and just stay.
Yeah.
Carried on, but we stopped first and then we carried on. And as we were carrying on, thought, oh, this is crazy. It's calmed down now. No. Knocking in the room right next to me, and then like Jonathan's just saying, the camouflage what's on the window here, it started to sway as if someone was going past.
Wow.
And you're talking 3 o'clock in the morning, I was still in here on my own.
Oh God.
And once I'd finished the interview with Sean, I mean, it was a cracking interview. He was brilliant.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I can't cut it. I want that to go out exactly the way it happened.
Yeah, definitely.
So people know that I'm not cutting anything out. It's as it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Unless there's like big gaps, and then we'll cut it, because you don't want to listen for 30 seconds of nothing.
Yeah.
Split it down so it's sort of flowing nicely.
So I got out when I'd finished that interview with him. We got out that building. Well, I got out that building as quick as I could. You know the story about me running back in my phone. But we've done it where me and Jonathan and Lee have been in here.
It's like a regular thing.
And we've gone last week. Was it? No, you were on holiday, weren't you? Was it last week or the week before? Was it last Friday when we were in here? And we felt a bit strange after the group had gone, because we noticed when groups are gone, sometimes we might say, should we go and do an hour and invest? And record it for the show. We always try and put an invest on the show so people have a bit of fun. They're there. It's there's people who are housebound who can't do it, so we try our best to put an invest on every single show. So we were going out and we were thinking about it, weren't we? And then the next minute we heard footsteps, and it went, and a shadow went right between the three of us, didn't it?
Didn't I run?
And up the wall.
I run because
he wanted to get out.
Standing out there.
Yeah.
You had the torch on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Waiting for Jamie to come out, and something went between us and went in that room over there. I absolutely cacked myself. Right.
It's his age.
And I run back in here. I don't know what I was going to do in here, like.
Barricade the door.
But yeah, no, I absolutely cacked myself, and I was like, right, no, that's it, come on, we're going.
We're out of here.
So you have come to a really good haunted location.
We've got the bell going off as well, haven't we?
Yeah, I was telling you, wasn't I, about the bell?
Yeah, you have, yeah.
We were recording again for the show, and this time we were recording it for 3D audio. And when you listen to it, you can actually hear the bell in the distance going ding.
That's crazy.
Twice.
That's crazy.
That's good.
And
that's good that
so we've had that. And then last week we had a group in, and we seen a fella or a woman go past here, and the three of us were you in it as well, weren't you, Lee?
Yes.
And all three of us seen this person go past, and we went, that must be one of the group. We're going to have to be really quiet now, because while they're in there, we're going to have to just say nothing. So what we usually do is put our headphones on, put the internet on, go quiet until they come out, and when they come out, then we carry on.
Yeah.
And anyway, they come up was it a little bit later on, knocked on the door, said,
15 minutes after.
yeah, we're just going to do an investigation. I said, yeah, it's all right, one of your lads is in there anyway. And he went, there's no one up here. None of us are up here. I said, yeah, there is. I said, he went,
we've seen
there is. I said, so, one of the lads went past before, and he went, no, he said, we're all down there. He said, down, I've just been talking to them and going, right, okay. But who was that who went in there?
They're not in there
like
anymore.
So, there's no one in there.
Yeah.
But we literally saw them walking past the room.
That's like the pinnacle, isn't it, of it? Seeing them walking past the operation, full body operation as well.
Oh yeah, that's
everybody's dream, isn't it?
That's the first time I've ever seen a full-bodied apparition walking past. Yeah. And the funny thing, I was going back to the Sean McKenna interview with Dark Territory. That night, I was that scared. I contacted Jonathan, didn't I? And said, Jonathan, you know the radio show I'm doing, the co-host. I said, I went, you know the show I'm doing, the Access Paranormal. He went, yeah. And I said, do you fancy being my co-host? And he went, yeah, I'll do that for you. And I went, yes.
Someone else was scared. Yeah.
That's how scared and desperate I was. But we absolutely love doing this, and we love having news and
we've really enjoyed it tonight. Yeah, so this is really the first podcast we've ever been invited on. So thank you very much.
Fantastic.
So
we can say the first ever. And Melanie was our first time she's ever done her own podcast.
Yeah.
So carry on with your questions now, Melanie.
Millie.
Yeah,
Millie.
Yeah.
Melanie?
Not
I just called her Melanie.
Do you know what the funny
Just go
thing
with
is?
it.
Do you know what the funny thing is to say that?
Rubbish.
Millie used to do the same sort of job I do early morning sometimes, and the supervisor there could not get her name right. It was always Melanie.
Melanie. You always used to
Melanie.
call me
No.
Melanie.
Yeah. So that's
Oh,
strange.
nice.
You've come out with Melanie. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Melanie it is then,
Yeah,
isn't
we'll
it?
just keep it as Melanie. I think it
Melanie, yeah, may
just
as
suits
well.
you better.
So go on, carry on with your show.
Okay. Have you ever experienced anything paranormal personally? So outside of
Yeah.
any sort of haunted property, so like your own personal experience, possibly in a home or something like that.
Right, where I used to live.
Okay.
Right, I'll talk about my mum and dad's home.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I experienced this is going to sound strange. A
Okay.
woman took my bed in.
Oh, okay.
Now, what happened there is that my brother used to untuck the bed because we had blankets then.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as continental quilts.
It's ancient.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, at least mine wasn't straw.
Bedpan next to the bed.
Okay. At least I didn't use a straw bed, Jonathan, in the old days. And anyway, he untucked my bed just to annoy me. So I got into
Yeah.
bed and you fall asleep. You're annoyed,
Yeah.
but you fall asleep. And I felt my bed lifting, and I couldn't understand it. And when I woke up, there was a woman tucking my bed in. So automatically, I thought it was my mum. So your mum.
Yeah. As you
And the
would.
woman smiled and walked out the door. And she walked out, went to the right. So my mum's bedroom and my dad's bedroom was on the right,
Yeah.
next to mine.
Okay.
So I went into my mum and dad. I'm a kid. Don't say a word. Because she did say, Jamie, you're 21 now, come on.
Yeah.
No, I was only young. And she said, oh, tell us in the morning, the way, they throw you back in the bed.
Yeah, yeah.
And they took
Yeah.
you in so tight you can't get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't get back in.
Bloody moving again.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
moving. It was like you know what the blankets are
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
And anyway, the next day she asked me what did I see and everything else. So I explained to her and said to her, this lady had a coat on
Yeah.
with tartan around the arms and a tartan on like a pocket here. I said, Mum, she had a scar on her face here. And she turned around and said, you just described my mum
Wow.
That's crazy.
to the T. And the coat you explained, you described,
Yeah.
was what she wore when she died and what she was buried in.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
So that to me is, I mean, you
That's
couldn't get
amazing.
any better than
No,
that.
you can't. No.
No.
And then she got some pictures out, showed me some pictures and that. And you know the way they just throw,
Yeah.
it's like that identification,
Yeah.
identity parade, And she went, oh, have you seen these pictures? I went, that's that lady who was in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, that's me mum.
Crazy.
And on the picture, and I've got the photograph.
Oh, fair play.
Because sadly, my mum and dad passed away, so I got all the photographs. So I've got that photograph
Oh,
now.
brilliant. That's good.
So it's an incredible
Yeah,
story.
it is. That's mad.
And
Yeah.
Jonathan, do you want to answer that one for yourself?
What could I say?
Well, you can go back to the 1800s, can't you? So there's a lot for you to experience.
I could do, couldn't I? When I was a kid, I had a scale electric. It was a plug-in one because we were posh, but it was switched off. It was
Yeah.
always switched off and
Yeah.
unplugged by
Yeah.
the parents. The cars, it was the one where the cars had the lights on the front when
Yeah.
it went round the track.
Yeah.
And I woke up in the middle of the night and it must be a noise or something. And the cars were going round the track
No way.
and it weren't plugged in.
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's a great.
That
That's
was my first
yeah,
experience.
so I love them
Yeah.
sort of stories where
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
just, they can't be
Freaky.
explained away.
Yeah.
It's-
But
That is freaky.
Yeah.
it didn't really, I don't know, it didn't bother me like. So,
Yeah.
That's good.
And in here we've had a lot between the three of us, me, Jonathan, and Andy.
so much.
We've had so many paranormal things. I mean, we've been here for a
Yeah.
long time. It's like two girls come the other week, didn't he? And he turned around and said,
Yeah.
"Did you get scared in here?" And I said, "No." She went, "Why not?" She said, "There's a ghost in here." I said, "Yeah." She said, "Don't you get scared of seeing him?" I said, "No." She said, "Why not?" I said, "Oh, I've been here since 1861. I said, "It's not scary."
See, we're going, yeah. Oh, I bet they left.
She just looked at me and I went, "When are you kidding?"
It was 1760.
He's been here.
I wasn't joking, I had to,
I seen one the other day on Facebook. Sorry, I was just reading it, and it turned around and said some fella was walking along, and he said he's walking past the cemetery, and these two girls come to him and said, "Look, are we all right to walk with you? Because we're terrified of going past this grave." And he said, "Yeah, you can if you want." What was the end story to that one now? I've just gone blank. And he said, no, that's fine, it's fine. He turned around and said, "Don't you get scared?" He said, "No." He said, what do I want to get scared for? He said, "Well, frightened of the dead. Why would I be frightened of the dead when I'm dead myself?"
See how quick they run away.
Oh my God.
That's what I want. I'm dying to do that. No, you don't want to go around the graveyard.
Yeah.
When he say to me, "Have you ever seen any ghosts in here?" I'm going to go, "No, not yet. I've been here for hundreds of years and I've still not seen one."
It's just me. I'll guard the place.
Yeah.
Just put some face pale on and you'll be alright.
Yeah.
No one will come near you.
Come on, keep going with your questions.
So my last one was going to be, what is the most significant experience you've had? So one that you can't explain, but I'm going to guess that was maybe the apparition that you've seen.
Last week here, yeah. Can't explain that one, but we've got loads that we can't explain. Which one?
The Liverpool, the bang and the high chair.
Oh, yes, totally forgot about that. Yeah, we went to a location. We can't name the location.
That's fine,
because we asked us not to.
Yeah.
We're the only group ever to have gone there.
Wow.
We're the only group that'll ever go there.
Yeah.
We were doing an investigation, and we were getting things throughout the night, weren't we? Little odds and sods and that.
Bit of activity, it was good.
The animals started to go really wild, didn't they? It was really, let's just say it's a farm.
Okay.
And the animals were creeping, out, they were banging against the things, and it was, we couldn't explain it. I mean, obviously I've never been on a farm when it's night time, and we thought it was natural, and we were going, this is not natural, something's not right.
Something's going on,
It's not normal.
So we were coming out, and we were ready to go home. We were just working our way back out, weren't we?
If I just explain to Carl and Millie.
Yeah.
See them windows there?
Yeah.
We're going to explain as windows like that. But they were from the floor to ceiling size.
Okay.
Massive.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Probably about as big as that wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're huge.
Right,
So
okay.
like a cafe.
Yeah.
And when we were walking out, we were coming up towards the cafe, weren't we? And as we were coming around the corner, the next minute you heard two massive bangs, and I mean really like that. The windows started to shake like that, and we all heard it. We all looked and everything else. And the next minute we were all looking. I missed the window part. I heard the bangs and everything because I was at the back.
Yeah.
Making sure everyone was
shook.
I think there's about 10 of us, weren't there?
Yeah.
The windows were shaking like hell. We all looked towards the window to see what was going on, and they had a baby seat in the corner, with the table on it.
Yeah.
The next minute, the seat went up in the air.
It was just a table.
It was like something just gone
threw it up,
hit it, and it went up in the air, didn't it?
A lot of force
and it
there.
Slammed to the floor, and we all just looked and went, "Whoa!" We'd not experienced that.
Yeah.
That creeped everybody out, didn't
I
it?
can imagine.
That's very powerful.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
That's very
really,
powerful.
really powerful.
Well, we went home. Yeah, it was something you'll never forget. And I did, but
that must be going on. That must be going on all the time for that family or whoever lives there. That must be going on constantly, though. If that's
there's no one lives there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
probably a good job.
Anyway,
probably a good job.
We all went. None of us could explain it.
No, that's.
And then we get a phone call
Yeah.
from someone a spokesperson for there, and said, "Look, what happened that night, the other night, cannot be made public. You cannot say who we are, where we are, why you were here, or anything."
Yeah.
We went, "No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
We'd like you to come back."
Okay.
Oh,
We went, "Yeah, okay, then we'll come back."
Yeah.
Then he come back and said, "No, we don't. We don't want any groups coming back, because what happened that night," he said, we cannot explain it.
Right.
And he said, "But we don't want it to happen because obviously families go there, etc., etc." I mean, no, that's okay.
Don't
That's fine.
disturb it or anything.
But if you want us to come back for any reason, we would more than happy to.
Yeah.
We went back once, didn't we? After that,
We did.
but what happened was we get the phone call saying the cleaners went into this cafe.
Yeah.
And while they were doing the cleaning, the hoovers were getting unplugged.
Wow.
They went into the shop, and sweets were in packets were thrown all over the table.
Yeah, they have like sweets on there. Like, it's just like a countertop like this.
Yeah.
Really.
You know, we
and
can
you have them in the
Yeah.
boxes.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
can 20 pence for a
Yeah.
packet of
They
little
look
sweets for
like-
kids.
Yeah.
They were all over the table. They were getting watched. He just
Yeah.
didn't feel right or
Yeah.
anything like that.
So were they getting stuff like that before you guys went there?
No, after.
No,
So
it's-
it was like disturbed.
Yeah, we were the only
Right.
group ever to have gone in there ever,
Right, okay.
and we were the last group ever. They don't want any groups
No,
in there
don't
anymore.
want it being disturbed
No.
anymore.
There was talks about us running it for them to get groups in
Yeah,
and
yeah,
things
yeah.
like that to raise
Yeah.
funds,
Yeah.
but they said after that, there's no way they wanted it.
Yeah.
No
Okay,
way.
yeah, that's fair enough.
We respect that. That's why we don't mention
Yeah.
where it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But that
Is that
was
due
a
to
night.
Is that due to like a lack of understanding of what it is, or just
I think it was just
flat? No, it's so
They
too
just don't
scary, or
the publicity.
right?
They didn't
Okay.
want the
Okay.
publicity on
Well,
the
that's fair
place,
enough.
which
Yeah,
is
that's
fair.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
of course.
I
Yeah.
think it's
Mm.
what it is.
But
Yeah.
then they gave us permission to come back one more time, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
So
yeah.
we done it. Not as much happened the second time.
No.
We did have things happen, but nowhere near
Yeah.
as that.
As
No.
much as that.
Yeah.
But that was the biggest.
Oh,
The
that
window
was-
getting hit on full force from the inside.
by something that's you just
And
can't see.
Extremely
or you
powerful.
There was only us there.
Carl,
There
you
was
couldn't
only one
explain
guy
it.
That's
that could
crazy.
Yeah,
release.
you couldn't
Absolutely
explain it.
crazy.
Wow.
It was.
So no one could actually get into the actual place.
Yeah,
There was
Yeah,
only us
right,
who
exactly.
could.
Yeah.
We were the
It's
only one.
locked.
and it's
In
from the
fact-
inside out as well. So there's no way it's wind or you,
No, in
Oh,
fact,
okay.
explain that off.
in fact, we did go in. If you remember, we went in to check it all to make sure everything was all right, and then we came back out again. And I think about 5 of us went in to just to make sure
Yeah.
everything was safe.
Yeah.
We went
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we came out and said, let's just leave it, BB. And, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. And
we locked the door and we were
The
gone.
thing is as well, there's something
Yeah.
that is that powerful. That's not the first time that's happened.
No.
It can't have
Do
been
you know,
the first
it can't be. And if
No.
you know what I mean,
No
it's
chance.
that's madness.
Won't be the
crazy.
last.
Mm.
But amazing that you got to witness it
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
100%.
in that sense,
I'll
in
never
a
forget
warped
that.
sense. That it's great that happened.
Never.
But, you know,
Yeah.
Well, there was 10 of us and all of us seen it.
yeah,
Yeah.
There was no.
The thing is, I think what made it so significant, it was like, I'd say we were walking from that direction, and that's where the windows were.
yeah,
It'd be like where Jamie is now.
yeah, yeah.
It was like, cause there was 3 of us in front, in the front. I was in the front of the group, if you like. And it was as we got to where Jamie is when it happened.
Almighty
Yeah.
Christ! Like someone had hit it from the inside
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like they were
So
watching
it was,
us.
So it was like they were waiting for us
to come
Yeah.
Yeah.
to a
to
certain
get to
point.
exactly that point,
And
then go.
hit it.
and
Boom.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the animals were so.
they were going
They
crazy.
were really. It was like.
Which isn't a good sign.
Absolutely
No.
in that
No,
sense.
it's not.
Well, we were talking about the animals. When we were going, the animals are a bit strange tonight.
crazy.
Sensing
There's
something's there.
something not
Really?
right tonight.
Yeah.
with the
Animals do
animals.
sense it though,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
My dogs go
Yeah.
crazy all the time. They bark
Yeah.
just at nothing and stuff. They
But it was
yeah.
it was the noise.
Animals
It
do
was
sense
like
it.
hitting the fences.
Yeah,
weren't
they were kicking the fences and
Yeah,
it was like they were trying to escape whatever
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
yeah.
Get as far away as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it was a really. I mean, that was significant. I mean,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
now
Yeah, definitely.
we've had that many things happening, you forget about something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And that was,
I'll
I
never
think that was one of the
forget
biggest nights. That wasn't it? It was incredible.
We did have other stuff happening there as well.
Mm.
I think one of the other ones where we'd walk through a barn, and Jane had rang me the next day
Mm.
because she could smell something sweet as we walked through the barn.
Yeah, that's right.
And she rang me the next day because she got a shower, and she had all this sticky stuff in her hair.
That's
It was
right.
like candy floss.
Candy floss.
And where we were did not sell candy floss.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy.
And I've got loads of kids. So she'd said to me, she said, have you been to a fair or anything with the kids? If you had any candy floss in the car, no, that's, they
Just
don't
picks
have
it up from the place.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
And Jane's been with us for 10 years, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And-
So she had candy floss stuck in her
And she had candy
That's
floss.
nuts.
And there was
Candy
no,
floss.
and there was nothing
There's
like
no way.
that there.
Yeah,
No.
Oh, my
that's crazy.
God, that's
Yeah,
unexplainable.
that is, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Another one.
So they are, Millie. I've got to say, you threw some great questions there because
Thank you.
look how long you've got us talking.
Mhm.
So
That's
yeah, do
really
your
good.
own podcast. Seriously,
Maybe.
I'd do it. I'd do it.
If you work from home, you've got no excuse. You could do that.
I know,
It's
yeah,
easy.
that's true. I could.
It's honest to God. It's. I'm
Easy.
encouraging you because I think you'd be good at it
Thank you.
because you had some good questions.
She has got some good
Yeah.
questions. So my question was going to be like, what's your favourite cheese and things like that. So yeah, you got away with that one.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I'm not going to write those down.
Blue John.
But yeah. See, you get a good answer.
Yeah. But
White
yeah.
Cheshire with cranberries.
What was that?
White Cheshire with cranberries.
No.
That's a Christmas cheese. That.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's all round here.
Well, he comes out every Christmas. He usually does Scrooge.
It's all year round.
But yeah, no, I'd do it if I was you.
Yeah.
I might look into it.
Yeah,
Have a look
I
into
think
it.
you should,
And if you need any advice, don't come to us. Because we're rubbish.
I will be. I'll be emailing you.
Yeah,
That's absolutely
constantly.
fine. We don't mind.
It's a training course.
Carl emails me anyway.
Yeah.
Hi, Jamie.
Just for a chat, yeah.
One email. Hi, Jamie. Next one. Hi, Jamie. Next one.
Yeah.
Hi, Jamie. Any paranormal? Hi, Jamie. Could you tell us? Hi, Jamie. And I go, it's that Carl again.
Just normally asking if we could bring tea or coffee.
Yeah.
I've just put them all massively to junk.
Yeah.
Straight in
red.
there.
Yeah.
But we've been got 55 minutes. You've been
That's
talking.
good.
You can't half talk, Carl.
This is the first time, so we're making the most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our debut, so yeah, we're very honoured. Thank you
So
very much.
let's go back. Let's
Yeah.
go back to the group now and talk about each one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you've only got a small group, so this should be easy for you.
Yeah.
There's a group in last week, I think. How many was in that group last week? About 10 or 15 of. Oh, she said, there's 20 in the team. He said, can you name them all and tell us what they do?
Yeah.
She didn't know what to say because I'm cool. I was only winding her up though.
Yeah.
But you've only got a small team,
We've
so
got a small team.
if you tell us, because it's your family, so you should know this. You shouldn't be going.
You should know this.
You should know the whole family.
Yeah.
And what they bring into the team, what they bring as for a skill.
Yeah, so we'll start with Sue. Obviously, that's my mum. She's the researcher mainly of the group. She's also the co-founder, so we sort of set up together on our own. Then brought the kids into it, basically. So yeah, we sat down and spent a lot of time working out whether it would be possible, whether we could do it, how we could do it, how we'd go about it, what equipment we need, and all that sort of thing. We got all that sorted, and then we started speaking to the other guys. So my youngest, Liam.
Can I just
go on?
Sorry, Carl. Is any of your team upstairs here?
No.
No.
They're
Right.
on the other side.
A shadow has just gone right across that wall and out the door, out towards the door. That's why I looked then. Sorry.
No.
Because I looked at you and because I can see your shadow,
No.
and it's just gone right the way along there as if it was going out the door.
We had that the other week, same place.
Yeah, I've just seen it then.
You're freezing.
I went cold. To be fair,
I
went cold
just seen it
behind me
then.
as we
Yes,
were talking.
sorry, Carl. Carry
No,
on.
that's all right. So that's Sue. Then we had
No, she's
Liam.
obviously quite sensitive as well, isn't she?
Yeah,
she kind of
she picks up on things.
picks
She
up on
picks
little
up bad
things.
backs and all that sort of thing. If there's something around, or
Yeah.
so then we go to Kirsty. I'll go to Kirsty next, not Liam. So Kirsty's my sister, younger sister. She is just one of the investigators we've got on the team, but we'll also look into venues and things like that, and send me loads of email addresses and speak to this guy, speak to these people. These are interested. They're up north, they're down south, they're wherever. So she does quite a lot of that when I'm at work. Then we'll go to obviously Lewis, which is Millie's partner. Again, just an investigator. He's quite good with the live, so he will focus more on the socials and do all our live stuff on Facebook throughout the evenings on investigations, things like that, and also put things on leading up to an investigation, which is quite good because sometimes I'll work 2 jobs as well. So he does that, and with my mum's, which takes it a little bit away from me.
Yeah.
So that helps a lot. And then we've got Liam, who's the tech guy who knows all about building PCs and all sorts of stuff. So he's he's really, really, really clever with the technology sort of thing. So he didn't do any of it when we ask him. He just
No.
he normally leaves it to us. Yeah, when we do like a playback, or when you go through all your findings and things like that, we all decide to meet at my house on like a Thursday night. Liam's always busy, so he's the only tech guy in the world that doesn't do any of the tech.
Is this your fella?
No, that's Lewis's.
Lewis'
brother.
You got Lewis and Little.
Lewis
and
and
Liam,
and then
yeah.
Millie, obviously Lewis's partner, is the podcast girl now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
An investigator. Yeah, so not too keen leaving her on her own. She doesn't like being left on her own in cellars and things. But
I can go with
Don't
that.
blame you.
I can go with that.
Yeah,
But
don't.
Millie does find venues as well. There's a couple of private investigations that we're probably going to do that Millie's got us involved with. So where they've got paranormal, things going on in the house. Not going to say paranormal because we don't know because we've not been there. But from what they're saying, it's quite intense.
Paranormal.
So so that's the team as a whole. We did have my stepdad coming along, but I think he came along for the first few just to be the driver. That's one of our. That's our motion sensor.
They're out there.
Could be them,
They forgot about it. I hope it's them anyway.
Yeah,
or if
they've
it's
turned it
not,
off.
then
Yeah,
I was going to say,
yeah, it is. They've turned it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's us really. That's the team. And then we've got Susie, who's Kirsty, my sister's partner, who's joined us. This is her second investigation joining us. So yeah, the team's growing.
She's sensitive as well.
She's sensitive. Yeah, she'll have things. She gets something with the forehead where if there's something in the room, she can sense it.
There's a lot of pressure in like the middle of the head, and
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
So she's quite sensitive.
So if with you being a family one, if you bring another member in, will they have to be a member of the family?
No, not necessarily. No. It's just started off like that because we started off going as a family. But no. Not
as long
necessarily.
as we can trust them and we know they're not going to, start faking anything on Ouija boards or anything, or making noises.
We've been on some investigations where we've done a Ouija board session with I'm not going to say who it was, but there was a lad basically pushing this glass around. My granddad's coming. Well, has he really? What's his name? And he went straight to the name. Boom, boom.
You can see his eyes.
You can see his eyes.
The letters
his hand.
and you can
his fingers literally white because he's shoving this. And you think, Jesus Christ! I'm sat in a cold basement, sat on my ass on the floor, and you're pushing the glass around. It's just like, at least let us, do it properly. And that was really probably the last straw for me. And like, I'm just going to we should do it on our own because you can't really
things like that push you out of doing it. With other people.
And you get
prefer to.
They've just gone on their next Investigator have gone out, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You're quite happy with that, aren't
you? We told them to go and do. They're going to do the sensory deprivation thing. So
yes, Liam's doing
quite
that.
Good. Liam's doing it. Yeah.
Well, we'll be coming down with you soon, anyway.
That's fine. That's no issue.
I'm going to record it.
Yeah.
They can listen to it on here as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that'll be quite good, won't it? Because I'll be talking about it, and then they're going to be listening to it within minutes.
Well, hopefully we get some good evidence for you to put on the show. Yeah,
that'd be great.
We can do that. Yeah,
I think I better let you go back to your investigations.
No, right,
they've turned all the lights off now. They're getting
home,
bored.
left. Took my car keys and done one.
They've probably thought. Well, tell you what, Jonathan, us four will go down and Millie can take over the show
for the podcast on her own up here with the shadows walking past.
You up here. No thanks.
It'd be called Warwickshire Paranormal Radio Podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
My name is Millie Legg.
And here's my questions.
And we'll take it one step at a time. Here's my questions.
Yeah.
I have to write them down, otherwise I forget.
Do you know what? All I write is little notes, and you've probably noticed that.
Yeah.
All I do is that. I just go with the flow. If you're talking something and it's dead interest, why should I take you away from that? You just carry on with it.
Yeah.
I don't like the same questions, but I am going to ask you a quick question each.
Yeah.
The funniest thing, I'll go to you, Carl, first. The funniest thing that's ever happened to you on a paranormal investigation.
I've got the best story ever.
He's made up now, isn't he, look?
This is it's not about me, it's about my sister, but I was there, and it is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So we were at Warwick Castle again with another company. We bought tickets and went for the night.
Oh God.
And at Warwick Castle, I don't know if you've ever been, but they've got a it's like a museum,
and there's a mirror room, isn't there?
But they have moving mannequins basically. So this place is in pitch darkness. Anyway, my sister's walking down this corridor and she goes, wouldn't it be funny if one of these mannequins moved? Next thing, she walks around this corner and this thing goes, I've never seen someone run. The pain and terror in this girl's face.
Oh, you would.
I was in hysterics because I saw it as she came out. I saw the thing move, and her face was like a picture of death. She was like, screaming, climbed over me to get past, and everything. But the noise this thing made was spine tingling.
Yeah.
And I was on the floor.
The thing is, they told us they turned everything off.
Yeah.
So they said nothing should go off because we've turned it all off. The mains, everything's off.
If I'd had it on video, I'd have had 250 quid from a certain TV show. You know what I mean? But no, she was. She's never got over that actually.
Because if you come with us, we could fill a TV show.
That's probably the funniest thing that's happened to me.
That was really funny.
And yours?
My funniest? Probably that. It probably is.
You can't take calls off, and you've got to share your own.
The same one. Let me try and think of another one.
We've put you on the spot. You should have been thinking about this when we were talking to Carl, but you didn't. It's not the same. You can't nick somebody else's funny part.
Funniest one, actually, Liam. So we were at. I can't remember where we went now. We were doing no. one before that. We were doing an investigation somewhere anyway. It was just
St John's.
Yes, I think it was St John's actually. So it was just us 6 there, and we'd set up these like obviously investigation equipment and stuff. And we said, like, everyone just stay still. We're just going to, do the sit and wait, go old style, and just sit and wait, see if we get anything. And Liam finds it hard to stay still sometimes. He constantly has to, like, walk around or something. So he's, like, doing his little thing where he walks around and things. Then he sets off this device, and it makes him, like, jump out of his skin because he forgot it was there. We told him we'd set it up. But he's still, because he can't stand still, he was just walking round, and then he goes off jumping out of his skin, and we're like, Liam, it's just the thing, and he's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, yeah, right.
For some reason, he can't just stay in one place. So
no,
you go, right, we're going to sit and wait.
We're
going to stay quiet for 5 or 6 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Next minute, 30 seconds in, Liam's up down the corridor, slamming doors and
opening the doors, and he
so he's going to be doing sensory deprivation tonight. Yeah,
I think the one. I don't even remember the gate. No, not for you falling off the stage. That was brilliant. That one. If you listen to back shows, you'll hear the story of Jonathan falling off the stage at the Plaza Theatre in Northwich. But the one was, I don't know whether you were down here when they had the group down here, and we were in, what I call the firing range.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and he said, "Can you call out, James?" I said, "Yeah, I'll call out." So I'm calling out and everything else for this other group. And the next minute, this girl took her hands out of her pocket. But because it's pitch black down there, I didn't see nothing else except she had these fingernails on.
Oh god!
But they were illuminating fingernails, and he looked like claws, didn't he? And I was going, "If this, what the hell?" And this girl went, "Oh, I'm awful sorry." She said, "I've got these nails on. I forgot to take them off." And I was going, "Oh my god!" I said, "What are you trying to do? Kill me?" Because you just saw these claws coming towards me. Yeah. And all it was all she was trying to do was like
move her
hair or something. Yeah. Well, and the other one was Lomax. Remember the Lomax?
Oh, the Lomax. Yeah.
Were you there when I can't remember the girl's name? We were sitting on the floor in the Lomax in Liverpool. We were the only group ever to do it, and because we knew the fella, and so we were like, these girls would come and he said, "Oh yeah, we'll come. We'd love to come with you." And I said, "Come along, join us." So they came along. And we kept seeing movement near this post. The post, it was like a square, and you look down to the stage. And we were standing there, and I said, "I'm sure I can see movement there." And there was a girl sitting there. And I was saying, I can see movement next to you. Now, I'm not a psychic or anything like that. I'm more psycho one, really. The next minute, the girl said, "It's touching me hair. It's touching me hair like that." I said, "Well, if you're not sure, stand up." Well, something frightened her that much. She jumped and she went, "Whoa!" And there's a post there. She went,
no.
Bang! Straight.
Knocked herself clean.
There was a nice big lump on her head. Yeah. But at the time, we were, "You're all right."
And that's why you signed your discllaimer.
Afterwards, we were just doubled up laughing. It was so funny. Yeah.
Definitely.
So 10 minutes ago I said I was going to let you go back to your
That's
paranormal
investigation. I'm off to do a lone vigil in the cellar. So yeah,
you're a brave man.
Yeah, I like putting myself in things like that.
I've got to say though, we've had a fantastic time having you up here in the studio.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad that Millie took over the show for a little bit.
Give you a break.
Great questions. No, I enjoyed that because it's nice to do that. We do appreciate you taking your time and coming out and speaking to us.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.
Absolutely loved having you in the room. It's been a brilliant conversation.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thanks for doing it with us.
That's all right, no worries.
So, we'll let you get back to your show and thank you. It's your show. Let you get back to your investigation.
We'll see you.
And we'll be joining you in a little bit. Just give us a shout when you're ready.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. So, to Carl and to Millie, not Melanie, to Millie. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
No worries. Thank you very much, Jamie.
Thank you. And that's before we go, I'll tell you what. This is like the addition. Can you tell people how they can get in touch with you if they want to watch your investigations, join your page, or anything like that?
Yeah, so it's through the socials. Millie knows the social tags better than I do.
Millie knows everything.
I think it's an age thing. Facebook and stuff are more for the kids, aren't they? I'm not
on Instagram and Facebook, we're just Warwickshire Paranormal Research Group, and on YouTube, we're down as WPRG. So you can find us on there and watch all of our top class things that we find, or our videos, and also our lives are on there that we put on there. If you spot anything on there, just let us know.
We'll follow you.
Yeah, YouTube are things like
so YouTube.
I think I already follow you on Instagram.
Oh, nice, brilliant. Thank you very much.
Oh, do you?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think it's Warwickshire Paranormal, isn't it, on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Stalker.
sure we do.
Stalker.
Paranormal.
That's good. Thank you very much. That's good.
That's great.
But it's all. To be fair, we've grown our social likes and followers and views massively in the last couple of months. We've seen since we started on our own. We've done a couple of investigations. After the first 2, it's just gone.
Yeah.
We went up to about 1,000 followers now. So yeah, or just under 1,000 followers. So
yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah. If you do want to go out there and give us a like, thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank
Wicked,
you. We appreciate
definitely go out there and give us a like, and we as the radio station, we will follow you.
Brilliant. Yeah,
Thank you.
That's perfect.
We won't follow Millie because I found out who she supports.
Yeah.
No, we will follow you.
Thanks.
No, that's
So
great.
just so I can give you a stick when you're relegated.
Yeah, every week.
No, again, thank you so much for coming into the
it's not a
studio, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your night here.
We would.
Sure we will.
Thank you for the invite.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Free to go from where?
Telling us we're free to go because he said dangerously. Free to go
Today.
today.
Free to go
Free
today.
to go
What
today.
did you just ask?
Free to go
Talking
where?
about being trapped.
I was going to say,
in-
I had a conversation about being trapped.
free from where?
Feel.
Feel trapped, but free
Yeah.
to go. Well, that's a complicated feeling.
Did you feel trapped being in the military?
Account.
Did you count the days?
No, I can't.
that was like an account. Like.
Oh.
Are you trapped here?
Real. Head.
Is that how you were killed?
You. Out.
See, it doesn't
like it, does he?
No, you didn't. You are a woman. You are a woman.
Every question you've asked, you've had kill, you, out.
Yeah.
She's had kill, not me. I just got
Would you like the females to leave the room?
Always.
Straight away, that one.
Yeah. Are they not welcome here?
Don't think he likes
Fire.
women speaking.
Did he say fire then?
Yes.
Fire.
What?
Susan.
Would you
She
say that?
said
Time.
He likes women speaking when they're not asked to.
Yeah.
doesn't like women speaking out of turn.
Yeah.
No, he don't. Guess it's a male spirit then.
Fire. Is there any registered fires here?
Minus.
There was a fire one time, not a massive fire. I mean, it was a derelict building, so we set fire a little bit too.
Okay.
Why do people do that?
Minus.
But you didn't yours
Many.
say they were going to use the basement thing for firing?
Firing range.
Were you killed in the World War II German bombings of the industrial north?
Feel.
Field.
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 You said feel.
Chased.
Field.
Chased.
Halfway. It feels like you chased.
Halfway. Who was chasing you?
Please. You.
I mean, Carl, weren't they? Okay.
But we were sort of chasing someone down in the basement, weren't we?
Hurt.
What did he say?
Hurt.
Hurt.
He said hurt.
Someone chased you and hurt you?
He said you hurt. But then before then he said
Bells.
someone hurts
Bells.
feelings.
They're going to ring the bells later down in the basement.
Stand.
No, I just hear a woman's voice.
Are you a soldier?
One.
No. I heard something.
Variant.
I thought it was outside. You did. I heard something. I thought it was outside.
No, you must speak. Sound.
Are you a soldier?
Evil.
Oh,
Approach.
An evil approach.
What? Never.
What was that?
Never. Evil approach, never.
Or never approach evil.
Or
It's
It's
if he says come in now, I'm leaving.
one.
Okay.
one.
So is there one evil?
Got no baby in the car, is it? It's one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Break.
Just had a break.
Yes. Fire.
Oh my gosh.
Where was the fire?
That's a good question.
Is it a fire or is fire another gun ahead outside then?
Yeah.
Or is it shooting someone?
Mm.
Oh, is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire.
Walk.
Yeah, got fire.
Where would you like us to walk to?
Late.
It is late. But where would you like us to walk to?
If he says to sell it, you're on your own.
Yeah.
2.
That's why you want 2 of us, mate.
Getting closer.
Late 2.
1, 2.
Camping.
It's camping.
It's too cold.
Don't.
Okay, hold.
Is that don't go camping?
Do you not like camping?
Did you have to sleep under canvas?
Hard.
Hard floor.
Hard to sleep.
Mm.
Do you not take a mattress?
Feel. Because.
Hard for.
Fell hard.
Because what? Yoga, isn't it? All his answers are backwards.
Mm.
Yeah, I think they are backwards.
Yeah.
How.
Good lines from the way around.
Sick.
Sick. MTV.
Move.
You've just coughed.
Mm.
It's telling you to move away from it because you're sick.
Do you want me to move? Yes.
Ooh.
Make me. Breathe.
Lewis.
I'd laugh at it through you across the room now.
Oh.
Why would you like him to move?
Why do you want me to move, Spirit?
Did you die of a disease?
Back with us.
Okay.
Move back with the.
Yeah.
Is that transferring me then?
I think so. Got to assume so.
What was the disease, Spirit?
Did you die of tuberculosis or consumption as it was once called?
Easy.
You didn't think so.
No.
Again.
Spirit, what is your name?
So.
Oh, that's a nice name.
How old are you, Spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a number, so in years, how old are you?
If.
Still not years.
What year were you born? Not. Stopping.
Would you like to tell me?
Other side.
Okay. That changes his tone of voice. So
Yeah,
when he gets like a demanding,
Don't.
Yeah.
says it
How
very
many of you are there for
Killing.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I was wondering about the change of tone, whether that's how he's hearing it.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think that's how you're hearing it, yeah.
Yeah, so if it's like comes through like demanding. he
Spirit,
says
how
it.
many of you have come across from the other side?
Barely. Out.
He really wants you out there.
It wasn't really so that's the question.
Nice try.
All over the place, aren't
Spirit, do you know how old you are?
Something. Refuse. Down.
These are all very jumbled.
Sounds as well, because there's an answer that came through that we related to that answer. Susie said, is that an answer to one of the earlier questions?
Where?
And then that's when he said something like, too fast.
Yeah. Well, that's when we review it, we'll see if any of them match up with.
Bright.
What do you say?
Bright.
Bright. Is the light too bright? Is that bright?
End.
Do you want to end, Spirit?
Start.
Talk to us. Start.
Okay.
Complete.
The thing is, if there is multiple things trying to come through, you might be getting bit.
Of different spirits.
Is there more than one spirit talking to us at the moment?
Putting.
We're not playing golf today.
My job.
What was your job?
For.
It's for women now.
Control.
So in your job, did you have to control something?
Help. Laugh. Conversation.
God. So help. Laugh.
Mutilated.
Oh. Lovely.
Who was mutilated?
That's not an easy word to get come through, is it?
No. Did you mutilate someone?
I forgive you.
Oh, I ain't done anything.
How dare you?
Hands.
Hands, mutilated hands.
Or mutilated with his hands.
What?
Fourth.
Mutilated somebody with his hands.
Fourth
You
victim.
said that.
Fourth victim
You.
is me.
Did you mutilate someone? What did he say? He said
Mutilated hands.
Hands.
For you.
I forgive you, he said first, then hands.
Confident.
hands.
Friend.
Mutilated friend.
No.
Okay.
No.
Mutilated hands for you. Confident friend.
Never. Stop. Cameras.
You don't like the
Then-
cameras?
Better not go off now.
Something. Sky.
I can't just mutilate.
Cold.
Just cold.
Well, the temperature's actually gone up from 14.7 to 14.9.
That's good.
Just don't ask anyone for a bit and see how many times he answers.
Okay.
See how jumbled they are.
Yeah.
Team. Five.
Yeah, there is 6, yeah. 7.
Seven.
World's first.
Gosh, that's a random.
What's that?
World's first.
Friend. Adult.
Which one's very cold?
Charles Spencer.
After he said adult, what did he say?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought he said cold.
No, you said it's going to be
Oh.
Feeling. It's gone.
Cold.
Bedroom.
I'm not going to see this torture in my life.
It's gone. Do.
Is the bedroom? It's gone.
It said it's gone. Bedroom. It's gone.
Weekend.
Yes, the weekend.
He said it's gone twice.
No, he said it's cold. Bedroom.
Oh, he said it's gone.
No, it's cold. Do weekend.
This filing cabinet keeps tapping behind me.
Does it?
Brought.
See what I mean? You're not having to ask anything. It's just.
It's just coming through with random words. This has got to be
Hope.
multiple spirits. This is so random.
Stop. Boy. Got to me.
Got me.
Boy got me.
Stop boy. Got me.
4.
See,
Well, that's number 4, isn't it?
We're not
300.
Oh, that's different.
How many people would have been here at any one time in the war?
Me.
You had regiments here. You had parades here and everything, so you could...
South Lancashire.
Or South Lancashire Regiment.
Okay.
You got about 50, 60 soldiers.
Oh, wow.
They were here for months as well.
Yeah.
Everybody was sent.
Things.
What there was, what was that thing I was reading? There was hundreds here, wasn't there?
Land.
Yeah, they were in the town.
Oh. Yeah.
Make me.
But you used to also call the soldiers, if you wanted to join the army, there was an advert getting them to come here.
Okay.
Yes.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
There we go, another story coming through, it's all jumbled.
lost.
They wanted 600 men to come here to sign up for the army.
Yeah. Wonder if only 300 turned up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe
Possibly.
300 came back.
Well,
I will.
If you come to
Please.
you come to sign up for the army.
That can.
That can.
I thought I'd hear like footsteps behind you or like tapping behind you.
Like some count. Right next to me.
Stuart, are you tapping on the wall?
Sure about it.
Table.
Is that you?
No, it wasn't me. I think it was Millie on the
This.
table.
Oh, really?
We do what?
Was that not you that made the banging noise?
No.
Seemed to come out from over in this
No, I
corner.
can't. I didn't do that.
What was that?
What, that? That's me. But I didn't make it a minute ago, my hammer didn't hit the...
No, it was like a lighter. Did it?
Mm.
You heard it, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
I know that
She
wasn't me.
Millie moved her hand. I just
Love.
assumed it was her.
No, it weren't me.
Love.
Worried.
I bet he thinks, how fast are we asking these questions? With how many things he's
To be
saying.
fair, we've not really asked a question for it.
No, we haven't. That's-
Mine.
Line. Line.
Mine.
I heard mine.
World.
9.
Escape.
Escape the world.
Alone.
Escaped into the world alone. How long have you been in? How long have you been in? I don't know.
Are you a child?
They. Expose. Death.
Children exposed to death.
Finished.
We had a mortuary here. I'm just wondering, you know, these they exposed
Yeah.
bodies.
Things. Caught.
Cool things.
Cool things.
He says things backwards.
Like Yoda.
Me.
Catching the users. I was thinking that. I think if the bodies are exposed and then they report stuff as a result of that, or
Did that capture disease?
Exposed death, does that mean if he was exposed to something, it caused death?
Child.
No, it means that you've
Oh,
been
absolutely.
exposed to something, you caught, you've been.
Are you a child?
Did your child?
Way.
Did your child die, or did you see a child die?
Here.
Cot's here.
Yeah.
Man.
Did a man kill it?
That's fine. Was your child in the hospital here?
Me.
You were in the hospital here.
15.
So were you a child in the hospital here?
Do you think?
Well, I don't know, I'm asking.
Happy.
You were?
Number. All. Those. Things.
Like sentences now from earlier on. Earlier on, it's just weird.
Yeah.
No, it's like small sentences.
Things coming together.
Yeah.
Oh, things.
Be interesting when we look back at
B.
this and listen to it all and see
Things.
what matches up.
No.
I don't mind.
That's what you're buying right now.
I can't see them.
That was me.
All those things.
What they say.
All those things be, I don't mind what they say.
What's you say?
Time. Move.
Who do you want to move?
Getting a glimpse of what Liam would be like when he's angry.
It's not pretty.
Is it time we move? Charity. Talk about it.
Talk about charity. Could be like sarcastic.
Stride.
Stride or tried?
Tried, I think, but I've been wrong all the time so far.
Because I.
Because I tried.
Did you try to help people?
For you. Involved. Ocean. Army.
A different spirit.
Is that army then?
Yeah.
Said ocean.
Navy.
Well, the Marines used to train here as well.
Oh yeah.
Were you in the Marines?
Help.
You said you tried to help.
Do you need help?
Either side.
Either side.
Yeah.
Point.
Point either side.
Like putting you
Is
just
point like a boat?
Point.
Pint.
Point.
Point. I heard point.
While.
Point.
Fix.
Fixed point.
15.
Again.
Yeah.
Make these more lottery numbers.
No.
No. Okay. I won't then.
Oh, are we talking to a different spirit?
4.
And 4 again.
Are there 4 spirits speaking to us?
Incident.
Was there an incident involving 4 people?
Also. Live. Weekend.
Did you live here at the weekends?
Noted.
Did you say you guys come every weekend?
Yeah.
Is there generally the 5 of you, or is there sometimes, like, is there 4?
Sometimes it's just 2 of us, 3 of us.
Worse. Far worse.
Well, not that bad.
Destiny.
Yeah, we usually every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It could be just 3 of us or 2 of us, or we have guests.
I think I need to
Car.
leave a pad.
What have you done to my car?
You.
Is that car you?
Yeah. 4 people in a car. Incident. Yeah.
Car crash.
Time.
Time again.
Getting a lot of repeated words.
Right.
Heard
Tanned.
that one, that was a man.
Right hand.
Problem.
You have a problem with his right hand?
Just roll. I thought you said hand.
Tanned.
Right hand.
We thought you said right hand.
He was quick. wasn't he?
Custody.
Ooh.
Handcuffs.
Were you arrested?
Positivity.
Is that about mutilation?
Yeah, we also said hand then as well. So has he mutilated someone with his hands, or he's been mutilated with
That is.
someone's hands? Or his hands have been mutilated? I don't know.
Scientist.
See, these aren't easy words to come through, are they?
No. It's not normally this quick either.
No, it's
That's
not.
Private.
They normally sit away for ages.
There's 2 occupations, a private, scientist, technically marine, you're saying army ocean.
Yeah.
So there's 3. Let's go.
Rude.
You're being rude.
I am being rude, I do apologise. 3 out of 4.
Take them.
Take who?
Help. Brother.
No idea what is it. Help brother.
Who did you take to help your brother?
Last. Rude.
Again.
Doctor.
Well, we're just going through all of them now, aren't we?
Doctor.
Did your brother need the help of a doctor?
He had a mutilated right hand.
Planning.
How long has this been going on?
I'm not sure. If. It's got to be before 45 minutes, 51 minutes.
Jeez.
Remember.
That's what I mean, it's been continuous.
Fire.
Again.
We're saying the same words as well. It's the same.
Yes, yeah.
It's coming back to repeat things like fire.
We've never had that before. Never had this quick either, what you said. No.
It's here.
The fire was here.
One of you want to ask that again because both of you said it at the same time.
Was there a fire here?
Never.
No? Okay, so what's it?
What's here?
No. That.
Probably fine to be talking to somebody
At all.
really friendly, he's just doing the shout out.
Good luck.
Thank you.
No, that at all, good luck.
We'll pull him out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because it's not really piecing together, is it? It's just loads of random.
And because of how fast it's going, I'm not confident it's answering your question.
Spirit, we're going to go now, but thank you very much for talking to us tonight.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So, what an interesting investigation with that sensory deprivation. How good was that?
It's brilliant.
Really good, yeah.
And when you think about it, it's the first time we've ever done it for the show. It's always been calling out and everything else.
Yeah,
We just joined them. We just sat back,
I know.
had a nap, and and let them do the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, we jumped in and asked a couple of questions. I don't know, some of the answers. He answered sort of straight away.
Yeah.
And some of them made sense. Some of it was jumbled up a bit. I don't know.
It's a bit like us, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
But two of the girls wrote it down, didn't they?
Yeah, there was
Everything down.
what her name is?
Millie.
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 Sorry, Millie. Sorry, Millie.
And
Carl.
Carl's mum.
Carl's mum, yeah.
She was writing it all down as well. So yes,
Yeah.
Good. That's
Quite
sort of
interesting.
different, writing it down like
yeah. I mean, we've been threatening to do this sensory deprivation.
We've got to
for
do
months,
it. Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So we do have to do
Well,
it.
to be honest with you, they look very professional the way they done it.
Yeah.
I thought it was absolutely brilliant because
Yeah.
when you looked at what when he was sitting in the table, not in the table, but next to the table,
Mm.
they had the equipment on the table next to him. One was filming, one was
Yeah.
recording,
Mm.
Yeah.
one was doing the audio into his ears.
Yeah.
And then you had one of the lads filming it, or I think he was doing a Facebook Live, I'm not sure,
Mm.
recording that part. And then you had the two of them taking notes. I'd love to know what the notes were. I meant to ask them and I forgot. And then the other two girls just relaxed,
Yeah.
asking questions.
Yeah.
It's really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I took a lot from that.
Yeah.
And they're very professional.
They are, aren't they? Consider, I know they've been on investigations since about 2016.
But
But
they
they've only
missed
been doing
those.
it themselves for not for very long because they couldn't do it because of the lockdown.
Yeah.
So it's not been that long since they've been doing it. Really, I think they're really good.
And they're a family.
I know.
I've never known a group to be just the family.
Yeah. Really, really.
Like the
good.
mother, the son,
Mm.
and the girlfriend of one of the lads.
Yeah,
that's
it.
You know.
Mad.
Super.
Yeah.
Can get better than that, could you?
No, when they were telling us like that, I was going, whoa.
I know.
Because you didn't expect that at all.
No, not at all.
Keep it in the family. Well done.
I know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's it, innit?
Now, Lee,
Yeah.
you never ever do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to... We want people to get in touch with us with their ghost stories. We want to do this. We want to do that. We want them involved.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is I want you to read out what's on the back of the thing there. So do you want to start reading?
Yeah.
Come on then. Don't just look at it.
Oh, right.
Jamie and Jonathan always love to hear your spooky paranormal experiences and stories. Why not get in touch with them directly on email at info.accessparanormal@gmail.com. That's info.accessparanormal@gmail.com. Alternatively, you can leave a message on the studio mobile phone. The number is 07828 201 056. Now, Jamie and Jonathan may get back in touch, but it will be a voicemail, so if you do have anybody answer, who knows who's on the other end of the telephone line.
Seriously, you cut me off.
No, it didn't cut you off.
I wouldn't have that, Lee.
No, it's not fair.
Don't you start snitching.
It was mean, that was, wasn't it?
No.
Asked me to do the advertisement and then cut me off.
I know.
Yeah, but you went, I thought, right, do you know what? We're coming up to the end of the show. If you're not professional enough, we'll get the proper adverts on. So that's what I did. So next time, get it right. You know what I'm like. I like to torment you a little bit. Plus, they said it right anyway, and you didn't. Yeah. Or you wouldn't have anyway, so who cares?
Oh, well.
Yeah, you can do it next time.
Okay.
If you're going to spit your dummy out, you can do it next time. I'll do the same thing, Jonathan. All right. Then when he goes, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Jamie and Jonathan. It's been a good show this week.
Yeah.
It's been really good, hasn't it?
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Warwick Paranormal.
I know, yeah.
Brilliant.
They were fantastic, as I keep saying.
Brilliant.
But sadly, it's come to the end of the show. So thanks to Warwick Paranormal Research Team for coming in and doing the interview, inviting us into their sensory deprivation. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And also like to thank Jonathan for coming in tonight again.
Okay.
Also like to thank Lee for coming in. I really do appreciate it.
No
And we will let you do the advert next time.
No problem.
Possibly. But anyway, everybody, see you all again next week here on Access Paranormal Radio Podcast. Have a safe time and please tune in next week.